Ooh, I feel a spooky chill in the theater, gang, which means it must be time for calling all horror hounds. Gang, I have never been big into Poltergeist. It was just never a movie that I watched growing up, even though it was certainly one of the more popular horror movies of the 80s, and given that it was only rated PG, maybe PG-13, certainly a more accessible one, and yet one I never particularly cared to watch. I did finally catch it a couple of years ago, and while I didn't love it, I certainly liked it, which meant that recently it was time to explore the Poltergeist sequels, both of which were featured recently on the new one of those weird HD channels called Comet. I gotta give a big shout out to Comet because I've been enjoying their programming, starting with Poltergeist II, The Other Side. This is a pretty much direct sequel to Poltergeist, wherein the Poltergeist family has moved in with Grandma and is trying to get over the events of the previous Poltergeist. Most of the cast is back in this one, except for the lady who had played the older sister. Now, she does not get any mention in this movie, so I was curious as to what had happened to her. You guys, this is going to bring us right away to talking about the Poltergeist curse. Yes, friends, the people involved in the making of the Poltergeist movies tend to die in real life. And shortly after Poltergeist came out, that actress passed away unexpectedly. So she's not available for Poltergeist 2. Creepy stuff. And, and obviously our hearts go out to her family, who that must have been a terrible time for. As far as the movie itself, Craig T. Nelson keeps this movie grounded, just as he did in the first one. Playing the dad, he brings a real human aspect to it. This movie is kind of fun. It is not really a haunted house movie, as the first one was, as the haunting is sort of a little bit more general. This movie adds to the mythology an evil preacher who had apparently, who had led people to their deaths on that spot from the first Poltergeist, and is now trying to guide his flock to the other side, but evilly. I'm not sure. I did not like anthropomorphizing the evil. I liked it better when it was a little bit more vague. So boo to the preacher. Still, kind of a fun movie. I did sort of enjoy watching it, even though it is certainly not a very good movie. Poltergeist 2, 2.5 stars.